Good morning, hope you're all having a wonderful day. Today marks 1 year that I've owned my Mazda MX-5 RF, and I wanted to put a video together just to talk about a few of the things I've loved about the MX-5, a few of the things that have bugged me, and just a few random things that I've learned along the way of 1 year of ownership. So let's get the negatives out of the way, and I'll start with the most petty, and that is the windows. So you want to put the window down, no drama. Press the button, window goes down. You want to then bring the window back up. You'd think you'd just be able to flick the button and up it would come. However, you actually have to lift and hold the button for the windows to go all the way to the top. Now I know that sounds petty, which it is. However, when I use the window every single day, because I have to scan into work, it's just something that's bugged me over the last year. Now, the window can obviously do it, because when you operate the roof, the window will drop by an inch or so, and then it will go up when it's finished. So the window obviously has the capability, it's just Mazda have decided not to include it. I don't know why. Number two, the brakes. So I find that these brakes just don't have the confidence, or don't give me the confidence that I would like. They just don't have that initial bite, that strong pedal feel. Now the RF Limited Edition with the Brembo brakes, they are fantastic. So if I could have those in my car, it would just transform the car. It would give me a lot more confidence, it would give it that nice feel. So any brake companies that have a kit for the RF, hit me up. I'm joking, I've got no money. Number three is the engine. Now, I'm not talking about the power that it makes, because I actually think the power on the RF is adequate. It's perfect for the type of car that it is. However, what I mean is the lack of character. So the MX-5's entire ethos is to be involving and to be fun. And they've done a brilliant job of that with the suspension, with the gearbox, with the seating position, all that sort of stuff. However, then it feels like they got to the engine and just went, oh, what do we want to put in there? Oh, whatever's in the corner, just chuck it in there. Because of that, the MX-5 really doesn't have a character as far as the engine goes. You know, it doesn't have a unique engine note or induction noise or anything like that, which I think is a real shame. So I wonder if the new MX-5 will fix that. Time will tell. However, I just think that is a weakness in this car. Now that we've got the negatives out of the way, let's talk about the things that I've loved about the MX-5 over the past year. There are many of them, but we'll keep it to three. Number one has to be its looks. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll know that I can't help but take and post photos of the MX-5. Probably much to the annoyance of friends and family, but oh well. It doesn't matter what angle you look at the car, it doesn't matter what setting the car's in, it's just impossibly pretty. And it's the same with the interior as well. So when you're sitting inside the MX-5, it's a really nice place to be. Number two is the driving position. So you slide down into the MX-5 and you're in a very sporty style position. So the steering wheel is nice and close. The gear shift is right next to the steering wheel. Your feet are out in front of you and you're sitting basically on the back wheels. So it's all just snug, it's involving, it makes the car feel fun and dramatic. You can really thrash this car around and feel like you're doing 1,000,000 miles an hour, and in reality you're just doing the speed limit. That rolls into number three, and that's the driving experience. So as I say, this car is a hell of a lot of fun. It doesn't take itself too seriously, and it doesn't matter if you're doing a highway cruise or you're just doing the run to and from work, maybe you're on a twisty back road or even on the track. The MX-5 is a lot of fun to drive. So if I've had a rubbish day at work, put the top down, feel the wind through my hair, what lack of hair I've got, and you can't help but be in a better mood afterwards. And I've always enjoyed driving, however the MX-5 has just made me fall in love with driving all over again. So I'll go out for random drives for no reason, and this video is a testament to that I could have just made this at home, or not made it at all, but I could have just done this sitting at home or sitting next to the car, but I wanted to take the car out. Now a few random things over the last year. Number one, storage. So I was concerned that I might have made a mistake and that I'd end up finding out that I needed more space for daily duties. However, it just hasn't become an issue at all. So I do know I've got the backup of Liz's car at home, and maybe that's somewhat of a comfort, but we've never been caught out. So I'm pleasantly surprised by that and glad that I was wrong. Number two, people love this car. So I've had people at petrol stations, at car parks, come up to me and tell me how much they like the MX-5 RF. Whether that's because they're an MX-5 fan themselves, whether that's because they just think it's a nice looking car, who knows? But people obviously feel that this car is approachable. It's not an intimidating car, it's not a douchey car, well at least I don't think so. It's just one that people like to see on the road, and that's a really cool thing. When I say people like to see the car, that doesn't always extend to being on the road. So you do have to have your wits about you and be aware that a lot of people won't see you because you are quite low to the ground, especially compared to an SUV or something like that. I mean, you need to drive defensively here anyway, but I think it's something that you just need to be a little more mindful of, and it's something that I got used to very, very quickly. Now, a few other things that aren't direct attributes of the car. Number one, I've met some really nice people thanks to this car. So whether it's through YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, or MX5 pages on Facebook, MX5 forums, I've met some really nice people. It's taken us to parts of this country I've never seen before. As I said before, it's made me fall in love with driving all over again. And also, as far as YouTube goes, it's allowed me to create content on YouTube, which is something I've wanted to do for a long time. I've just never felt like I've had anything that interesting to talk about or to show off. And at least in my opinion, the RF has given me that. So I've really enjoyed being able to make and upload videos to YouTube, and hopefully you guys have enjoyed watching them. And once again, it's just another benefit of this car. So I could continue talking for ages about this car, but that'd be very boring for you. So I'm just going to end the video there. As always, if you've enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. It's always so nice to see videos that I've uploaded getting thumbs up and seeing that you guys are enjoying the content I'm making. Subscribe to the channel, share this video, and as always, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next video.